FHS Network. Great Bend, the site for the 1A Division II state championships here in the Kansas. Northern Valley and Hanover starting off today's doubleheader. The semifinals between these two teams. Hanover coming in at 21-1, Northern Valley at 14-9, winners of 14 of the last 16. Time now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Northern Valley Huskies. 6'3" senior Theron Cox, 5'10" freshman Kenton Thalem, a 6' junior Bailey Sides, and a 6'2" junior Eric Loya, and a 6'2" sophomore John Brantz. We're going to take a quick break here for the national anthem. We'll be right back on the NFHS Network. All right, back on the NFHS Network from Great Bend. Time for the starting lineup for the Hanover Wildcats, ranked number 1 in the KBCA polls. A very lengthy front court for the Wildcats, a 6'4" senior Jacob Juneman, 6'2" junior Keegan Dimler, a 6'1" junior Emmett Juneman, a 6'2" senior Colin Juneman, and a 6'4" senior Blake Heenick. So Hanover comes in at 21-1. An early season loss to Centralia has been their only stop of the year so far. They've been on a roll of late. There's 2 of their games decided by single digits. Northern Valley, on the other hand, one of the most battle-tested teams in the state. They have won their last 4. They've run their last 3 straight games. Number 2, St. Francis, they won by 11. Number 8, Logan Palco, wins by 16. And then this Tuesday, Wheatland Grinnell, a 9th-ranked team in the state, they defeated them 52-44. That is their road to the state tournament. A team like Hanover, who's really only played one ranked team in the state, it'll be interesting to see how they come in, although they are probably the favorites for the tournament going in.
Yeah, I mean, 21-1 on the season. Like you said, they haven't played that many ranked opponents, so you would be looking to see if they might be overlooking Northern Valley, but then you look at Northern Valley, you really can't overlook them because they're 6-5 against ranked teams this year. They've played well against other good teams this year, so they're coming in with confidence. They know they can do it. They're here for a reason, and it'll be fun to see what happens.
Yeah, well, in last night's games, we had 2 teams that ran zone. Both of those teams won. Hanover comes in with a lot of length. They run a 1-3-1 zone defense, kind of a different look defensively. You don't see that very often in Kansas hoops. A team like Northern Valley, they were shooting lights out in warm-ups. Maybe they can potentially shoot this Hanover team out of their 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, that's got to be the goal when you're going against the zone. You got to make shots from the outside, and if you can't, they're just going to sit in that zone, and you're going to keep chucking them up, and you're going to keep missing, and that's what they want to do. So if you want to get them out of that zone, you got to knock down some perimeter shots. That's the key to get them out of it.
Hanover coming in at 21-1, Northern Valley at 14-9 after an 0-7 start. Should be a great matchup between these two teams to start out the day here from Great Bend. And don't forget our matchup tonight. It'll be between Pawnee Heights and Elyria Christian. Winners of today's game move on to tomorrow's matchups for the state tournament at 6 p.m. here again from Great Bend on the NFHS Network. Also tomorrow we will have Central Plains and Cunningham in the early game for the state championship. 1A Division II state championships here from Great Bend. Some history between these two teams. Hanover is going to be searching for their 7th state title. Their last one coming in 2017. This is their 18th appearance in the state tournament and their 13th in the Final Four. For Northern Valley, they are looking for their 5th state title. Their last one coming in 2018. And this is their 8th tournament appearance and their 5th Final Four. In Northern Valley, to note, if they get to the state championship game, they're undefeated in state championship games. So that's a little bit of good history on their side.
Yeah, it is a lot of good history. And, already, like I said, looking at these teams, like you said, they've got a lot of recent history in the state tournament. So a lot of these guys have probably been here before in this situation. So experience will play a role, too. And it's not like either team is lacking experience. Like you said, Hanover last one in 2017 and Northern Valley last one in 2018, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see what goes down because they have the experience and both teams, I think, have the confidence.
Well, here with limited attendance, it is a very packed house here from Great Bend. Both teams showing out here in Great Bend. Limited attendance due to COVID. But honestly, both fan groups are showing out. It is a packed house, and we saw another packed house last night. 2 fan bases that really support their kids. Packed house here from Great Bend. Should be an interesting matchup between 2 very hot teams right now. Northern Valley winners of 14 of 16, 3 straight wins against ranked opponents, and Hanover, the number 1 team in the state. Hanover in their 1-3-1 defense. And we got a quick turnover here. Now here comes Emmett Juneman in the front court. Fires it off to his cousin Jacob. Layup and the foul. What a start for the Hanover Wildcats.
It's exactly what you kind of expect to see. They got the length, they look athletic, they want to get out and run, get some deflections, and you see that on the very first play of the game.
So that foul going against Eric Aloya, his first, team's first. So with a team like Hanover being, the favorites in this game, getting out quick and early is definitely a key for them. First one from Juneman. That one nothing but net. 3 points here early for Jacob Juneman, and a 3-0 advantage for Hanover just 10 seconds into this one. And almost stolen. Now we got a kick ball violation.
You can see really early they're starting to put that pressure on, picking up at half court and even farther maybe. They want to really pressure Northern Valley into some turnovers.
Northern Valley not really having as much height as Hanover. Hanover goes all 6 foot in the starting lineup. Not something you see very often in 6A, or in 1A, sorry. And now another steal. Now Emmett Juneman in the front court loses the basketball. Northern Valley takes over. We're against the zone defense. They want to get out and run. Now up top, three-pointer on the way. And that one's no good, out of the hands of Kelton Thalem. Put back on the way here, no good inside from Brands. And another putback won't go. And that one is going to go out of bounds. We'll see where it ends up. It'll be Northern Valley basketball. And we got a 30-second timeout here already from Coach Sides of Northern Valley. The NFHS Network from Great Bend. State championships here, the semifinals for the boys here in 1A Division II. Northern Valley and Hanover. And it's going to be a quick turnover here. The Huskies really struggling with the pressure inside from Hanover. Now it looks like the Huskies will come out in their own pressure. Looks like a 1-2-2 press. And Hanover with no problems getting it to the front court. Now Heenick into the front court, and that is an easy layup, beating the pressure quickly. Hanover jumping out to a big early lead. Now a pass inside, and that is a tough look that time. Theron Cox can't hold on to that one.
And they're struggling early, but like you just saw on the offensive boards, you got to love the effort that they had. And I like that they're putting pressure on them and trying to make them feel uncomfortable the same way that Hanover is doing.
Yeah, coming in as an underdog, really getting out to an early lead is probably a key for them. Now driving inside, this is Jacob Juneman, gets a layup off, and that one is in. Jacob Juneman with 5 here early. 7-0 is the advantage for Hanover. And now a quick steal. This is Emmett Juneman, and he rises up and throws it down with 2 hands. Hanover faithful on their feet with a 9-0 lead. Long three-pointer here from Loya. No good. And now quickly coming into the front court is Emmett Juneman. In the way as he retreats to the free throw line, and that pass goes off of his teammate's shoulder, out of bounds. Hanover quickly coming out. They have taken all the momentum away from Northern Valley. On the wing, this is Loya. Now the corner, three-pointer from Brands. That won't fall. Northern Valley going cold from the outside. Now three-pointer from up top. This is Sides. Another one won't fall. Rebound inside by Cox, and it's going to be fought for. Officials letting him play a little bit. Now Keegan Dimler leads it to the front court. Now Colin Juneman goes inside with the right hand and finishes. Hanover showing why they are the #1 ranked team in the state. And now another quick steal, almost taken. And another timeout here for the Northern Valley Huskies. What a start for Hanover. We will have a 60-second break here. We'll be right back on the NFHS Network. They have put all the pressure on the underdog Huskies.
I think that's what we both kind of expected to see going in. They have the length, a lot of athleticism, and they just put the press on and force them into a lot of turnovers.
Quick three-pointer on the way, won't fall for Bailey Sides. Now a put-back layup won't go inside from Eric Loya. Rebound tipped around, ends up in the hands of Jacob Juneman. And here come the Wildcats. They like to work fast in transition. Inside, this is Blake Heenick. Goes inside with the right hand, can't finish off front iron, no good. Now Kenton Thalem, the freshman point guard of the Huskies, leads his way into the front court. Northern Valley has really struggled shooting, and that pass goes to the corner. Almost a foul, almost a turnover. And now a dump down inside, and it's going to be a quick steal here for Keegan Dimler. And a turnover for the Wildcats. And Northern Valley just not shooting the ball well, and against the zone, that's something you got to do well.
All right, we were just talking about that. They're getting open looks, too. You just got to knock them down and finish those boards at the rim.
Now three-pointer from the corner here. That one's Bailey Sides, won't go. Now cherry picking, here come the Wildcats. Layup from Dimler from the right side, and that one is good. Hanover with the size advantage inside. They're able to send 2 guards out in transition. And now pressure here from the Wildcats. Now driving inside, a three-pointer on the way from Thalim, and it's good. Now the Huskies on the board. And if they can get shooting well, they can make it a ball game.
Yeah, they were due for one.
Juneman hands off to Dimmler. Dimmler almost has it poked away. And now here come the Huskies with pressure, but they get it away to Jacob Juneman. Goes in with the right, no good. Good defense inside from Colton Bailey. As now the Huskies come in transition. Bailey sides with the basketball. Thalim hit a three-pointer earlier. Now in the corner three. This one's Loya, and he got that one. Eric Loya, 6'2 junior, and here come the Huskies. 6-0 run here for Northern Valley. Now driving inside is Emmett Juneman. Spins, baseline, goes inside, and we got a foul before the shot. That one will go against Northern Valley's Colton Bailey, or Kenton Thalim.
Looks like Northern Valley is starting to kind of feel their way into this game. They're knocking down some shots now, starting to fill it out a little bit.
Now a flex cut inside. Here's Henoch, and he got an easy bucket. Good screen on the backside by Colin Juneman. Now a 15-6 advantage. Now a quick pass to the backside, and it's going to be stolen by Jacob Juneman. Here come the Cats, and Juneman in transition, flying through the lane. What a finish by Jacob Juneman. And that time he just flew to the rim. Back up top. Now Sides goes in, tries feeding his teammate, ball on the ground, another turnover here for Northern Valley. Now Dimmler works in transition. He stops, and he'll have an open three-pointer. Left that one short, rebound inside, and another turnover here by the Wildcats. And this one is going to be a foul. That one going against Blake Henoch. And Kenton Thalim, just a freshman, he seems frustrated trying to rally his teammates. Jeremiah Hansen in the game now for the Huskies, as well as Theron Cox.
In Northern Valley, they have the right ideas on offense, and on defense, they're just making kind of silly mistakes, just leaving guys wide open in the half court. And if they can just tighten it up and turn the ball over less, I think they'll be in good shape.
Now up top, new subs in for Northern Valley on the wing. This is Loya, drives baseline. A little panic play that time, has to throw it off of Dimmler's leg. 17-6 is the lead for Hanover. Favorites in the tournament, #1 in the KBCA polls heading into sub-state. Now a pass to the backside corner, three-pointer on the way. No good off back iron, and if they can just get shots to fall, they're getting open looks, and here comes Hanover, quickly running in transition. Now they stop up top. Now Henoch thought about a jumper, gets to the free throw line, now tries again, and he's going to be fouled going up. So Blake Henoch will get 2 free throws. And Hanover's got a lot of athleticism and a lot of length. They're able to just run in transition. They've got a lot of advantages over Northern Valley.
Right, and to be honest, you don't see this a lot, I think, at the 1A level, a team with, so much length and athleticism, and they're just getting out, and, it just kind of looks like they're the superior team right now from an athletic standpoint. But I think if Northern Valley can, like I said, tighten up and knock some shots down, they're getting the ball to the right places and just making the right plays.
And now a putback layup from Henoch, and he's got another one. 7 points now for Blake Henoch. Now pressure coming from the Hanover Wildcats. Almost stolen, now in the hands of Bailey Sides. Gets it away to his teammate Cox. Now the corner, pump fake. Now another three-pointer from Loya. That one no good. Rebound on the backside by Colton Bailey. Now kick out, three-pointer from Estes. Now that was Hansen, but now a rebound. And give Northern Valley credit. Nice pass inside. Good feed from Eric Loya. He seems to be the catalyst for this offense. He seems to be what makes them go.
Yeah, and they were looking a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning of each possession. But as the possessions go along, they're starting to get to their spots. Like I said, finding guys, cutting to the basket, and they're getting open looks. It looked like it might have been basket interference on that first three of that possession.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
But they let it slide. But they're getting to the free throw line. They're only down by 13 right now, so they can knock some shots down and figure out what to do on defense. They can get back into this. There's more than enough time.
Well, a team like Northern Valley, that's just a 4-possession game with as much as they shoot the 3-ball.
I'm interested to see how long Hanover's bench is, too. Like, how deep will they go, or will they just run with these 5 for most of the game?
And now a turnover here for Hanover off the missed free throw. And now some momentum changing here for Northern Valley. With 2 minutes left in the first quarter, they could really make a run and make this interesting. And Northern Valley's making a lot of hustle plays. They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds, which I know is a big key against a 1-3-1 zone. Because in an off-front zone, it's hard to find guys to box out. It's easy to slip in for rebounds. Thalim with the basketball, now back up top for Sides. Steps into it, now a pass to the wing. Brands back to Sides. Looking at the corner, now Sides tries a contested three-pointer off back iron. That won't go. Rebounded by Juneman. Now here's Emmett Juneman, Euro step layup. Tough finish, won't go. Jacob Juneman the try on the finish. And now here come the Huskies in transition, led by Thalheim. And now a ball on the ground, and it's going to be off the leg of a Hanover Wildcat. Minute 48 to play here in the first quarter. Thalheim seems to be favoring that right ankle a little bit. As now Jeremiah Hansen checks back in for the Northern Valley Huskies. They seem to have a deep bench. Coach Sides doesn't seem uncomfortable at all going to his second unit. Now the free throw line, easy jumper for Cox. No good off back iron, and here come the Wildcats running in transition. Enoch, open layup, and it's blocked. What a hustle play by the Huskies. And now they're running in transition. Bailey Sides with the basketball. Back out to Hansen. Now a minute and a half to play. Inside to Cox, now outside. Jumper on the way from Hansen. Can't get that one to go. Backside rebound brought in by Jacob Juneman. Wildcats favored in this one. Is here going inside is Dimmler, and he is fouled before the shot. A little bit of contact inside. That one's going to go against Kenton Thalheim. That's his second foul of the first half.
You got to give Northern Valley a lot of credit, I think, because they're down 13, and we were talking about earlier, this team is really long and athletic, and it kind of seems like it's coming easy for them. But as we just saw in that last possession, they're getting back on defense. They're making winning plays, and if they can get these shots to fall, then they'll be in really good position. They're just having trouble with that right now.
Now inside, Jacob Juneman finds a nice cutting. Enoch, and that's an easy bucket. He seems to be the guy they're trying to go to, feeding him on out of bounds plays. 22-7 the lead, largest of the game for the Hanover Wildcats. Thalheim with 2 fouls. Works baseline with the right hand. Now back up top. Cox gets it away. Loya thought about a corner three. Now back to Thalheim. Almost out of 3. And now it's going to be stolen. Colin Juneman with the rock. Goes inside. Euro step. Floater. Raises the front of the rim now in the hands of the Huskies. Thalheim leading the charge in the transition. Hesitates, now goes to the right. Inside for Colton Bailey. Now back out for Thalheim. Three-pointer. Tough shot, won't go. Wildcats want to run. 20 seconds left in this first quarter. And Coach Jensen of the Wildcats is going to take a 30-second timeout to talk about this last second shot. Underdogs in this matchup, but Hanover has had no problem here early, displaying a lot of athleticism as they get the ball to the corner. A little set play here for Emmett Juneman. Now up top for Dimmler. Thought about 3. Now resets. Colton Juneman goes inside. Now up top for Jacob. Jacob drives with the right hand. Now kick out. Three-pointer from the corner for Dimmler, and he buries it at the buzzer. What a shot for the Wildcats. They lead by 18 going to the second quarter. Wildcats lead here on the NFHS Network. We will be right back for the second quarter from Great Bend. As the Hanover Wildcats lead Northern Valley 25-7 in our first game of the semifinals here in the 1A Division II state championships. 25-7 lead for Hanover as they start with the basketball. Dimmler in the corner, scoreless in that first quarter until he hit that last second 3. Now driving inside, this is Juneman. Now back up top for Emmett Juneman. He goes in with the right hand, now kick out. Three-pointer on the way from Dimmler. Almost got another one, rebound inside by Theron Cox. Northern Valley wants to push against this zone defense. It's now going inside as Hansen can't get the layup to go. Put back layup, no good from Colton Bailey as he will be fouled going up. 2 shots for Colton Bailey.
And they keep getting all these boards. If they could just finish some of them and get those and ones, get those easy buckets at the rim, and then you just pair that along with those open jumpers that they've been getting, they could be right back in this game. But for right now, if they keep missing it, it's looking like a true 1 seed, is dominating this game. But they most definitely have the chances to get back in this.
Yeah, Hanover coming in as the number 1 overall team in KBCA number 1A rankings. His 2 free throws are good from Colton Bailey. He's got 3 points in the contest. Northern Valley trying to get back in this one. The underdog in this matchup against the number 1 overall seed. They've played well of late. Now a layup inside is blocked by Enoch. Now here come the Huskies. Transition layup for Bailey, and it's good. Colton Bailey with 4 straight points, and quickly now it's a 14-point game. A little bit of a spurt here from the Huskies. And now going inside, this is Dimmler. Gets it away to Henoch. Layup and the foul. Blake Henoch flexing his muscles with the 11 in the first half.
Yeah, he has been very dominant down low on the block, and you can tell that's the easiest way for them to score right now. They feel like he can dominate the game, and he's done so thus far with 11 points and at the line with a chance for 12.
Yeah, Northern Valley doesn't have the kind of size that Hanover has. Their tallest player is 6'2". It's Theron Cox, and he just picked up his second. His free throw is on the way and good from Henoch. 12 points for Blake Henoch as a 28-11 lead. Northern Valley trying to get back in this one. Hanson in the corner. He gets trapped quickly and gets out of it. Now quick pass to the wing. Sides tries a triple. No good off front iron. Now back outside. Sides thought about a three. Now drives in with the left. Goes up. Has his shot blocked. Now on the ground. It is going to be chased down. Northern Valley ends up with it. Here comes Loya leading the way in transition. Nifty little move. Layup inside. Gets it to go. Eric Loya, haven't seen much from him today, but that's a tough finish. Now Juneman. Tough finish inside. Emmett Juneman hasn't scored much, just his 4th points of the game, but he has been really good at getting the ball to his teammates. Now three-pointer from Loya. That's all air. Rebound inside by Hanson. Put back layup is good. Or Colton Bailey, sorry. And like you were talking about, these put-back second-chance points are really good for Northern Valley. Is now almost turning the ball over is Hanover.
Yeah, and you're starting to see it. They're down 15, but it just looks like they're more comfortable in the half-court setting right now. That press isn't bothering them as much. They're dribbling through it. They're making the right passes, finishing layups, finding the open guy. And if they can keep doing that, then they'll get right back in this game. It's a long game.
And now they settle into a 2-3 zone defense here, I think is what it is. Trying to counter this Northern Valley Huskies, or this Hanover Wildcats explosive offensive attack. Now driving inside is Juneman. Lost it, gets it back. Now going inside is Henoch. Can't get the layup to go. Gets his own rebound. Twice more, and he's fouled on the 3rd shot. Blake Henoch has been dominant like you were saying so far, and really nobody inside from Northern Valley can challenge him.
Yeah, he's getting his own rebounds, collecting his own rebounds. It looked like a clean block. I don't know from here, but, I mean, they're contesting him. You just got to crash those boards. They're doing it well on the offensive end, but now that you're in the zone on the defensive end, you're going to have some struggles trying to rebound out of that. So they just got to find a body, get those boards if they want to keep them off the glass.
And a team like Northern Valley, I mean, you can't really spot Hanover as many points as you did in that first quarter, especially if they start shooting well in the second half. That's going to be something that Coach Sides looks back on and is like, man, we were really in that game if we didn't spot them, that 10-15 in that first quarter.
Absolutely, because they can get right back in this, and those 10 points could kill them in the end.
Mm-hmm. Second free throw on the way from Henoch won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Northern Valley, though. As back in the game now is Drew Schimper for Northern Valley. Northern Valley's been probably the hottest team in the state. They've won 3 straight games, including an upset over number 2 St. Francis, a double-digit win in their second game of sub-state. They've looked a little overmatched tonight. Three-pointer on the way from Thielum. Won't go. Rebound inside, and it's going to be stripped and stolen. Colton Judelman. Now the corner for Henoch. Almost tried a three. Now finds a teammate in the corner. Emmett Juneman back inside. Collin tries getting it away, and this one's going to be stripped, and it's going to get away. Although the Wildcats keep possession.
Thought that should have been backcourt, maybe not.
And a timeout here for the Wildcats. Official on the sideline saying it was tipped, and I agree with him. But nonetheless, timeout Wildcats. We'll have a full time, or a 30-second timeout here. We'll be back shortly on the NFHS Network. Then on the NFHS Network, first game of the day between Northern Valley and Hanover. We'll have Pawnee Heights and Elyria Christian later tonight at 7 o'clock. The number 1 seeded Hanover Wildcats with a commanding 16-point lead as we get underway here in the second quarter. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Northern Valley in a 2-3 zone now. Has now almost stolen here by Loya, and he is fouled, or he's going to foul. Another thing to keep an eye on, Loya with 2 fouls now. 7 fouls in this half. That will put Emmett Juneman at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Juneman, an All-State honorable mention last season as a sophomore. He's been pretty solid here tonight.
He has been. He got the second points of the game. He had a dunk, and then he just had the tough finish the second go. And now he's knocking down his free throws. If I'm the Northern Valley coach, though, I like that foul, but I don't, because it puts him in the bonus. But you like to see that your guys are starting to put the pressure back on Hanover and start to play hard right back at them.
Juneman hasn't done too much scoring, just 5 points for him so far, but he's been the leader offensively for them. Getting the ball to his teammates, leading them in transition. This is a really balanced Hanover squad. A nice pass inside. Loya can't finish it, and now a steal by the Wildcats. Here comes Hanover into the front court. Juneman leading the way. Up top, Dubel just checked in the game. Now inside, Jacob Juneman tries a fader from the paint. Gets the lucky roll. Jacob Juneman with a quiet 9. He's been solid tonight.
Has been a very quiet 9, but he's getting the job done on the offensive end.
Northern Valley having trouble with this 1-3-1 zone. Trying to shoot him out of it. They just haven't had too much luck with it. Now Sides drives in, gets it away to his teammate. Now back outside. Sides tries an NBA range 3. Won't fall. Rebound, fought for inside. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Northern Valley Huskies. 34-15 the lead. A dominant performance so far for the number 1 seeded Hanover Wildcats, but Northern Valley, they trailed by double digits against St. Francis and then came back and won by 11. So we could be potentially seeing something of the same sorts, as now we got a turnover here, a miscommunication between Sides and Jeremiah Hansen. The frustration, you can see it on that Northern Valley sideline. A little bit of a sense of urgency for the Huskies as they realize they're trailing by 19. Their season could be ended here in a couple of quarters.
Yeah, and they know with that turnover, against a 1 seed, a team like Hanover, those are just the mistakes that you just can't have. You got to take advantage of every possession at this point in the game.
Jacob Juneman gets it away to his teammate, Jacob Juneman. Layup inside and another bucket for Jacob Juneman. He's got 11.
That's another assist.
21-point lead here for the Wildcats, their largest of the night. Now Thalim gets it away to Sides. He tries another long 3. Can't get another one to fall. Tough luck so far for the Huskies shooting the rock. Now in transition, Jacob Juneman running the floor, and he gets an easy layup. 13 points for Jacob Juneman. Hanover faithful on their feet here with 3.5 minutes left in this first half. Bailey Sides fighting for his life out there. He's definitely probably the most frustrated player on the floor for the Huskies right now. First personal on Emmett Juneman. Down the corner. 3-pointer on the way. And that one's good. Jeremiah Hansen with the triple, and that might just be what the Huskies need. Now they're down by 20. Got to win one possession at a time if you're the Huskies. Enoch inside, powering his way in a clean block by Theron Cox. He's got 2 fouls. He cannot risk another one, as he's really the only big inside for Northern Valley.
Yeah, they really need him because he's the one guy that can really stop Enoch, I believe that is, down low, because he's having a field day right now. So they really need him to not pick up that third.
Inside, Jacob Juneman trying to work in the post, and he falls. It's going to be a travel. So Northern Valley, a little bit of a turn of the tide. They just got to win one possession at a time. Get one score, get one stop. That's all you need to do. You can't start looking ahead and thinking, we're down 20. You just got to play it one possession at a time. Now a 3-pointer, no good from Hansen. Gets his own rebound. Now back in the corner, scary play almost that time, as Thalim can't get the layup to fall. Now Dimmler with the rock in his hands. Drives in with the right. Gets to the block. Layup, left it short. Gets his own rebound. Nice little tip to the corner. Juneman, 3-pointer way short.
Like Sides might have got a piece of that one.
And now Sides with the basketball, working against this pressure 1-3-1, and this one's almost stolen by Juneman. Northern Valley just down 20. Biggest lead of the day for the Hanover Wildcats was 23. Northern Valley just struggling from shooting from the beyond the arc as Sides goes inside, tries fitting it in. Nice little pass and a layup inside for Colton Bailey, who has provided 9 off the bench for the Huskies. He's been that spark plug they need. Now nice pass inside, Enoch layup and the foul. Man, Blake Enoch has been dominant so far with 14 and a chance at 15 in this first half.
Yeah, he's been very dominant so far, and he's got, 15 now, and Juneman has 13, so they've really been carrying this Hanover team. to a 20-point lead, and they still got 2 minutes to go if they want to extend this.
Foul that time on John Brands, the 6'2 sophomore, his first, team's 8th. Free throw on the way from Henoch, and he drills that one. So now a 16-point first half for Blake Henoch and a 21-point lead for the favorite Hanover Wildcats. Northern Valley thought about a long 3. Sides tries firing a pass inside, and the length of this Hanover team has really given them fits. Now a 3-pointer from Thalling. Buries that one. Second 3 of the game for the freshman, Kenton Thalling. Now cherry picking on the other end, foul on the floor. Man, Hanover just looks really impressive. I've been impressed all night with how athletic they are, how well they play together too.
Yeah, they get up and down the floor really fast, and Chance, it might be noted, like I'm looking down at the bench and I only see one guy with his warm-up off. Like this is a six-man rotation, and they're playing as fast as they are. That's really impressive, especially for a 1A team. You don't usually see this at the 1A level. They're getting up and down, playing super athletic. You've seen dunks, you've seen acrobatic layups, and it's been really impressive so far. I can see why they're the 1 seed.
And we were talking earlier about after Henoch hits that free throw, now 18 in the game for him. What would a 1 seed like Hanover look like against maybe a number 5, like a 5A number 1 seed? What would they look like? And so far, I think they might even be able to hold their own because they've been really impressive so far.
They have been absolutely impressive, and we were thinking about that and joking about it because, most 1A, even if they are a 1 seed, wouldn't be able to hang with teams of higher classes. But this team here, they are really athletic, really skilled, and they're getting the job done, and they're showing it here at the state championship.
Yeah, this is not your classic 1A team. Now a layup inside on the way from Aaron Estes, and can't get that one to fall, but he is fouled. No, sorry, that one's Eric Loya. He'll go to the line for a pair of shots. Eric Loya with 5 points so far. He's kind of the point guard guy for Northern Valley, getting the ball to his teammates at a pretty good rate. That foul goes on Blake Henoch, his second. Story to keep an eye on going into the second half. Free throw on the way is good from Loya.
And I think it should be noted, too, we're talking about, how good Hanover is for a 1 seed. Northern Valley, they're competing. They're not letting up. They're going after them even though they're down, 18 now. They're competing, and they're not giving up at all.
But a team like Northern Valley who, they started their season 0-7. They are more than capable from coming back from down 18. Layup inside from Juneman, no good. Put back, though, on the way from Dubel, and he hits that one. And Hanover is just dominating so far. Every facet of the game has been in their control. Now a long 3-pointer thought about from Sides, now in the wing. This is Thalling. Gets it away to Sides, and it's almost stolen. Now he tries a 3. A little awkward footing there from Bailey Sides, but he hits the triple, his first bucket of the game. Emmett Juneman works inside. Good footwork. Now Dubel tries a 3 off the bench. No good. Now Sides with the basketball in his hands. Now finding an open teammate, Bailey, and Colton Bailey has been a spark plug off the bench with 11 points in the first half.
And Bailey Sides is putting on a show right now, knocking down shots. That's a great pass right there as well.
And don't look now, the lead down to 15 here. Less than a minute to play here with 30 seconds. If Northern Valley can get a stop and maybe even a score here, they could really take some momentum going to the locker room. 3-pointer on the way from Emmett Juneman. Off back iron, ends up in the hands of the Northern Valley Huskies. Here comes Sides. Gets it away. This is Colton Bailey. Oh, man, he loses that one. It's going to go out of bounds. Hanover takes over. 12 seconds left in the half. Hanover with a chance to capitalize, take some momentum to the locker room. Got to imagine the ball is going to be in the hands of Emmett Juneman here. As he gets it, now works by his defender. Almost turns it over there. Now Keegan Dimler drives inside. Dimler can't get it to go. Second try from the right block, and that one is good. And a pair of buzzer beaters for Keegan Dimler. His only points so far have come on a 3-pointer at the end of the first quarter, and then that layup there as a commanding 47-30 lead for the Hanover Wildcats going to halftime. We will be back for halftime here on the NFHS Network here shortly.
Today, but they play hard, they are feisty, and they're here to compete, and they're not going to go down easy.
Yeah, a team like Northern Valley, they trail by 17. Any other team, you might just be counting them out, but a team like Northern Valley, they're not any normal team. Starting the season 0-7, rattled off 14 of 16 wins to end their season. Winners of 3 straight against ranked opponents. And here against the number 1 team in the state, Hanover. Don't count them out here in the second half. They'll start with the basketball. And one thing to note, they were not shooting when they got out of the locker room at halftime. Their coach, Coach Sides, was talking to them the entire time on the sideline. He must be having something ready to brew for this Hanover team in the second half. Husky basketball to start. Bailey Sides with the basketball. Eric Loya with 5 points in that first half. Now back to Sides. Against this 1-3-1, they get it inside. Layup on the way, won't fall for John Brands. Now Hanover, they love to run in transition. They want to turn this to a track meet. Now they reset with Keegan Dimmler up top. 5 points in the first half. Other than that, nothing really going for him. Jacob Juneman goes inside, almost has it stolen. Now ball in the hands of Blake Heenick. 18-point first half and gets his second half with another one. 20 points for Blake Heenick. We saw 28 last night from Morgan Myers. We might see even more than that in today's game. Sides tries a three-pointer, bang! Bailey Sides for three, and if they can get that going, just start chipping away at this lead. Emmett Juneman goes inside, the All-Stater last season, inside for Heenick. Tries a fadeaway jumper and has it blocked by Theron Cox. Now here come the Huskies with some momentum. Up in transition, this is Loya, and he is going to be fouled. And Northern Valley getting a lot of energy from their sideline. Don't start counting them out just yet.
Bailey Sides has been making some great plays. He started making great plays at the end of the second half, and he's brought that same energy to the beginning of the second half, end of the first half, excuse me. But you can start to tell that momentum could possibly be shifting a little bit.
Now Colton Bailey with the basketball just checked in. He had 11 points in the first half off the bench. Now inside for Cox, loses it a little bit, now ends up in the hands of Loya. It's going to be tipped, and it's going to stay Husky basketball. Sides to trigger inbounds for the Huskies. Gets it into the backside corner. Now driving inside, this is Thaling, and he has it stolen. Now Juneman works into the front court, gets it away to Dimmler. Layup from the left side, and it's good. Keegan Dimmler with 7 now, and a tough finish that time. Now Loya with the basketball. Gets it inside, almost stolen. Now in the hands of Thaling. Found about a three. Now to Sides. Sides drives baseline with the left hand. Jumper on the way. A lot of contact, no call. Now Emmett Juneman with the basketball. Spins. Nice little move there by Juneman. Gets it away, and it's going to be stolen. Loya with the steal. Almost loses it again. Now working towards the sideline. And a lot of contact, but no call. And Emmett Juneman is going to have a dunk contest. Throws it down with the pair. Emmett Juneman with 7. And the lead back up to 20 for the Hanover Wildcats. Sides tries an NBA three-pointer. Drills that one. Bailey Sides, and you were talking about Sides. If he can get going, this could be an interesting ball game.
Yeah, I like his game. He's making winning plays for himself and for his teammates right now. He's keeping them in the game.
Heenick goes middle. And we're going to have a jump ball. And speaking of Sides, he's right there in help defense. Blake Heenick doesn't too much like the call. 53-36 our score, a high-scoring game here between two teams that have been playing really well of late.
You said earlier Bailey Sides looked like the most frustrated guy on the court, and you can tell now he's coming. He's here to play. He wants to take that frustration out on Hanover.
Oh, yeah. Now Hanover with the basketball, looking to extend that 17-point lead, catch some momentum. Now up top, nice pass to Colton Juneman, and it's going to be inside rebound, hauled in by Jeremiah Hansen, just fresh off the bench, and he wants to run in transition. He'll pull out, though. Here comes Bailey Sides with the basketball. In the corner now. And Hansen goes baseline. Now to the corner. Three-pointer from Thaling, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. 3 free throws here on the way from Kenton Thaling. And as a former basketball player that ran a 1-3-1, I was the bottom man on that 1-3-1. Going baseline is a cardinal sin in this defense, and that's what they allowed there. And every time you do that, it allows open looks for someone else.
Yep, you get going on the baseline, you're going to give up an open look somewhere, you're going to foul as he misses that first free throw. So you got to be really disciplined if you're going to be in that. But if you're in a 1-3-1, you know that you're going to give that up sometimes because you're looking for those steals, and that's what Hanover has done. They've got a lot of steals, so they know they're going to give that up here at some point in time.
Second free throw is good from Thaling. He's got 7 now in the game as Colton Bailey checks out. Back in the game is John Brands. Thaling with another from the line. Left that one short. And now Wildcats want to run. Dimmler with the basketball. Now back up top for Jacob Juneman. He drives with the right hand, goes up, and it's going to be a foul on the shot. Sides tried taking the charge. Tough luck that time. No, that one's going to be on Theron Cox, sorry. His third. 6'3", Theron Cox, really the only size they have inside. Going to be interesting to see how they go with that. He's got his third foul. And with how much Blake Henoch has been dominating this game, it's going to be interesting to see how Coach Sides plays this one.
It will be interesting because that's been the main guy that has been on Henoch for the majority of the game. And so it'll be interesting to see how he adjusts.
Freshman Drew Schimper checks into the game. John Brands is out, so Cox will stay in. Juneman hit his first free throw. Now 14 points in the game for him. Second one from the line. And that one is good. So a 15-point game for Juneman, a quiet 15-point game, getting a lot of transition buckets. A guy like Henoch has been, it's what you call a loud good game. Juneman's kind of had a quiet, good game. Fouling with the basketball. Now back off to Sides. Sides fires a pass to the backside block. It's going to be stolen by Dimmler. Sides trying to do too much. Now he almost gets the steal. Now to the corner. Jacob Juneman pump fakes a three. Gets a guy on his feet. Now back off to Dimmler. Goes inside. Almost has it stolen. Back to Juneman. Goes baseline. Back outside. Now up top. Dubel's going to try a three-pointer, and he drills it. Flip Dubel with for 5. Dubel with 5 points in the game now. Back up top. Now the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Hansen. No good from the freshman. 21-point lead here for the Wildcats. Dimmler with the basketball. Fires to the corner. Jacob Juneman back inside. Henoch going to work. Layup, and he's fouled, and that is 4 here on Theron Cox now. Foul number 4 on Cox. And Henoch is going to work now.
Henoch has really looked like a technician down there, drawing fouls, getting buckets, and he's knocking down his free throws too, so you got to give him credit. Most big men struggle with hitting his free throws. Hopefully I don't jinx him here, which it looks like I do give him the commentator's jinx, but for the most part, he's been great for them today. He's really what's got them ahead in this game. Like I said, easy buckets down low, and they've continued to go to him over and over and over again, and that's what's worked.
And he's got a refined move. He's got a lot of good moves down low in the post as he goes 0 for 2. Kobe with the jinx that time.
Yeah.
Jacob Juneman with the basketball. Now inside for Dubel. Now back outside. Jacob Juneman with the 3. No good. Rebound brought in by Drew Schimper. Now with the basketball, this is Jeremiah Hansen. Working against the pressure. Looks to get it in the corner. And this one is going to be almost stolen. It's going to go out of bounds to the Northern Valley Huskies. Huskies trail by 21. This is a feisty team. They started out 0-7 this season, rattled off 14 of 16 game wins. They won 3 straight against ranked opponents, including an upset of St. Francis in the second round of their sub-state. Now swing pass. Sides tries a three-pointer. He's been hot. Can't get that one to go. Now Emmett Juneman with the basketball. He works in transition. A lot of contact as he gets it away. Now the corner. Three-pointer from Dimmler didn't take it. Now goes inside. Good footwork, but no good on the finish. And a foul on the rebound. Dimmler's kind of struggled so far tonight, just 7 points, and he's really gotten to the rim at a pretty good rate. As now John Brand's back in the game for the Huskies. Now here comes Thalheim. Gets it away to Bailey Sides. Thought about a long three-pointer. Takes a dribble, and it's going to be stolen by Dubel. Took it right out of the hands of Bailey Sides. Here come the Hanover Wildcats. Led by Keegan Dimmler. Thought about a step-back 3. Back off to Dubel. He's got a couple threes so far. Now back outside. Juneman three-pointer. Bingo! Emmett Juneman for 3, now in double figures. All-State honorable mention a season ago. He has been solid tonight, just 10 points for him, but he's been making impacts other places. Nice pass by Sides inside, and a good finish by Colton Bailey. As it'll be a 30-second timeout here for the Northern Valley Huskies. We'll be back on the NFHS Network. 22-point lead over Northern Valley. Number 1 seeded Hanover, the favorites here in the state tournament. They have shown why. It's a solid Northern Valley team. Now with the basketball in his hands is Emmett Juneman. Looking inside, now back to Juneman. Tries a long-range 3. Left it short, no good. Nice rebound by Colton Bailey, who has been a spark pulling off the bench for Northern Valley. Loya steps into a 3 and hits it. Eric Loya for 3, and here come the Huskies. Down 19 here with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Starting to shoot a little bit better here in this third quarter. Now Henover with the basketball. Looking for a flex cut. Thought about a three-pointer. Now gets it away to Dubel. Now back to Emmett Juneman. Crosses over. Good move inside. Goes up. Layup on the way. Won't go. Grabs his own rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Huskies. Huskies get a stop that time, and now three-pointer makes it interesting. Huskies just got to keep getting stops if they want to get back in this game. They've been hitting threes, and now a turnover. Now Juneman in the front court. Goes up with the right hand and finishes. Emmett Juneman with 12. Huskies in transition in the corner. Brands goes inside, and no foul, a clean block. And they're going to talk it over here. I think it's going to end up with Northern Valley. Northern Valley will keep it here. Sides to inbound underneath. Gets it in. Underneath, a good finish by Colton Bailey. What a game for Bailey off the bench. 15 for him. 63-44 our score. Dimmler with the basketball, drives with the left hand, goes up with the left hand, and a tough finish inside. And another assist for Emmett Juneman as he gets the steal and the layup. Quick little 4-point spurt for the Wildcats, lead up to 23. Pass to the corner, and it's a turnover for the Huskies. Hanover turning up the pressure here in this third quarter.
They're starting to chirp a little bit too. I just saw Juneman tell him he was too little. And then after Loya had hit that three, Loya and Henover were having a little conversation as they were going down the court. So they're out there competing, and yeah, you love to see that.
Yeah, good competitiveness between these two teams. Now a corner three from Dubel. No good on the air ball. Rebound inside, put back, and the foul. Jacob Klipp, who just checked into the game, his first points of the game. The senior off the bench with a nice finish, and now their biggest lead of the game up to 25. Jacob Klipp will go to the line for his free throw. No good on that one, rebounded by Bailey. Now Huskies slow it down, trailing by 25. Up top, this is Bailey as he throws to the corner. Loya tries a three, gets that one to go. Eric Loya for three. Huskies just keep hitting, but they got to stop turning the basketball over and get a stop on the defensive end. Emmett Loya, isolation, gets it away to his teammate, and it's going to be out of bounds, a turnover for the Wildcats.
I'll say, too, you know, a lot of people are critical of Keisha and a lot of stuff they do, and I may be one, but, you know, you got to give them props for finding a way to get everybody here and to allow everybody to come, because this has been a great environment for this game so far. And
oh, yeah.
I'm super glad that, you know, a lot of these guys got to experience this, because it was something that I won't forget. And you know, this has been a great, great crowd for most of this game.
Yes, sir. Three-pointer on the way here from Hansen, and that's good. And it seems like every time one of these teams goes on a run, someone's got to respond on the other end. Now Wildcats with the basketball. Going inside, layup on the way from Juneman, no good. Now Huskies with the basketball, but they quickly turn it over. And that's going to end our third quarter. Northern Valley trailing Hanover 69-50 going to the fourth quarter. We will be right back on the NFHS Network. We will have Elyria Christian and Pawnee Heights for the nightcap at 7 o'clock. 69-50 is the Hanover lead. Winner advances to tomorrow's state championship at 6 p.m. Hanover with basketball and control in this game. Jacob Juneman with the basketball. He has 15. Now gets it away to Dimmler. He goes inside, now gets it away to Emmett Juneman. He goes inside. Floater from the baseline. That's a tough jumper for Emmett Juneman, showing why he's one of the top players in the state. Now Eric Loya with the basketball. He tries to go baseline. Back up top. Bailey's side. Steps into a long three. No good on that one. Rebound is for the Wildcats. Here comes Dimmler. Back up top to the corner. This is Juneman. Off the screen. Off his foot in the steal. Eric Loya working in transition. Gets to his spot. Now goes baseline. Has it almost tipped and stolen. Ooh. Sides on the ground here. Nice pass to the corner by Bailey. Three-pointer on the way from Brands. No good. Rebounded by Phil Dubel. Hanover in control with a 71-50 lead. Now the corner for Dubel. He's been shooting lights out so far off the bench as he goes baseline. Finds his way to the spot. Misses the layup, gets his own rebound, now in the hands of Dimmler. To the corner for Jacob Juneman, back to Emmett. And a 3-second call. Blake Henoch standing in the lane. Turnover for the Wildcats. One of Kansas parents' fans' most favorite call in the state. Seems like they're always calling for a 3-second call. Sides with the basketball off to Loya. Got to find your shooters. Now they get it to Sides. He is a shooter. Three-pointer. Yes, sir. Bailey Sides now with 11. You've been very, very high on Bailey Sides and how he's been playing today. Just 11 points for him, but he's been getting all of his teammates involved as well.
Yeah, Bailey Sides and Colton Bailey both. They've been the factor for the Northern Valley right now.
Dubel with the answer. No good on the three. Gets his own rebound, but it's going to be stolen now. Jeremiah Hansen, and here come the Huskies. Loya to the corner. Jeremiah Hansen for three. No good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. It seems like the Northern Valley Huskies are hitting all their tough looks, but not getting any open looks, and when they get the open looks, they aren't hitting them. Now Loya with the basketball. Dribbling in and out of traffic. Gets the ball off to the corner. Now skip pass. Sides to the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Jeremiah Hansen, and it's good. Jeremiah Hansen for three, and now it's a 15-point game. Don't look now, but here come the Huskies.
If they can get some stops and knock some threes down, they are more than capable of coming back and winning this game if they'd like to.
The defensive end is the key here for the Huskies. They have struggled on the defensive end. Hanover, on the other hand, has been dominant on defense. Now going baseline. This is Emmett Juneman. Back up top for Dimmler. He goes inside. Now kick out. Back to Juneman. He goes in with the right hand. Gets it away to his teammate. And an inside layup is no good from Henoch. A rare miss for him from the inside. And Huskies get the stop they needed. Now the wing. This is Sides. Sides skip past the corner. Loya thought about three. Now step back triple. No good. Couldn't get his feet set. Rebounded inside by Colin Juleman. And here comes Emmett Juleman. Almost has it stolen. It is stolen. Oh, man, they're going to call a foul. Oh, no, they're going to call that on Hanover. That one's going to go against Emmett Juneman. And Bailey Sides just keeps making plays.
He is a gamer right now. He's getting the job. He's getting more than the job done for the Huskies right now. Keep him in this game. He's the motor for them.
Jeremiah Hansen with the basketball. Now back up top for Sides. He's the catalyst for them. The 6-foot junior. Now off to the corner for Loya. Gets beat, goes baseline. Ball on the ground here. It's rolling. Now ends up in the hands of the Wildcats. Now here comes Emmett Juneman. All-State mentioned last season as a sophomore. The junior goes inside. Almost traveled. Now in the hands of Jacob Juneman to the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Dimmler. And he is fouled on the three. A trio of shots on the line here from Keegan Dimmler. It will be his first trip to the free throw line.
Hanover crowd was looking a little bit antsy for a foul call there after they disagreed with the one on the last possession that they called on Emmett Juneman, I believe that was. But they got the call on that one, and he's got 3 free throws right here.
First one from the line is good from Keegan Dimmler. Now in double figures with 10. The 6'2 junior has been a solid player tonight for them, hitting a pair of buzzer beaters in the first half. Second free throw, no good. 72-56 the lead here for the Hanover Wildcats. And if Northern Valley can just limit him to this one free throw here, the one made free throw, that would honestly probably be a win for the Huskies on the defensive end.
Yeah, it would be after he got that open look. And Dimmler has played really well today as he knocks down that last one. He's kind of ran the show for the Wildcats on the offensive end, running the point. He's got a lot of easy buckets, getting others involved, and knocking down his open shots.
I mean, honestly, it's been a pretty balanced game for the Wildcats. You could say anybody's really run the show for them.
Yeah.
As now up top, three-pointer from Jeremiah Hansen. No good off the back rim. Now here come the Wildcats. Dimmler with the basketball. Gets it away to Jacob Juneman in the corner. Now looks inside. This is Henoch. He's been dominant today. Another layup. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Goes inside and a foul on the shot. Blake Henoch with 20 already. Just 2 in the second half, though. That foul going against Colton Bailey. That'll be the first on him. And yeah, talking about Hanover, they've had a very balanced game. They've got 20 from Henoch and then 15 from Juneman. And then, they've already got a couple other guys in double figures, as a free throw is good from Henoch.
Yeah, Demler has 13. Emmett Juneman has 16. And it's been kind of balanced all around. They all share the ball. They don't care who scores, and that's part of the reason they're so good. They're unselfish. They get the ball to whoever the open guy is and get the best look possible.
You don't usually see this many scorers on one team here in 1A. This is a very balanced team. Just 6 guys really in the rotation, but they all play really well together. Now to Sides, dribbles it inside for Colton Bailey. Layup, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Coach Sides begging for a foul call on the sideline as they now trail by 19. Now Emmett Juneman with the basketball. So good in isolation. Goes in, dumps it off to his teammate before a foul is called. Emmett Juneman's been really good today. Hasn't really, he's one of those guys that just lets the game come to him. He's not really, going to press. He kind of just, if he has to score 20, he has to score 20. But if he can, get his teammates open looks, he's been able to do that as well.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say, the game just comes so naturally to him. It looks like he doesn't have to force anything. He gets others involved. His come to him really easily. And he shoots wide open jumpers too, as Henoch hits another open jumper.
Man, he's been on fire.
Yeah, it just looks like it comes so natural to really all of them right now.
Long three-pointer from Curry distance. No good from Sides. All air that time as the frustration starting to mount here for the Huskies. 3 minutes left in this one. The light on this Cinderella story is starting to hit midnight.
Was that Curry range or was that Dame range?
Oh, man. Yeah, it could be either one. That one was from way downtown. And now here's Emmett Juneman going inside. Layup with the right hand. And he is just so talented at getting to the rim, getting his looks. And here come the Huskies. To the corner. Fouling, thought about a 3. Now back to Sides with the basketball. Dumps it off to the high post. This is Cox. Hook shot, has it blocked, and it's going to be a foul. So Theron Cox will go to the line. And Hanover, I haven't seen either of Elyria Christian or Pawnee Heights, but Hanover has just looked dominant so far. I don't think there's really one of these teams that could beat Hanover, really. They've just been so dominant so far, and with all the depth that they have, even if you shut down a guy like Henoch, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, it'll definitely be fun to see what these other teams if they can really challenge them. And I haven't seen them yet, but I've seen Hanover, and like we said, they're very dominant. But it'll be interesting to see what these other teams can bring to the table. I can't really count them out yet. I haven't seen them, but like I said, it'll be interesting to see what challenges they bring to this team, because as the 1 seed, 21-1, they've looked really dominant so far. But we were also talking about how they haven't really played that many ranked teams this year, so it's really been kind of easy for them, you could say, as Northern Valley gets a layup at the other end that they miss.
Ooh, going down hard that time is Colton Juneman. He looks okay, though. Almost turned over here. But, yeah, Hanover just looks so dominant. And looking at the roster for both Elyria Christian and Pawnee Heights, nobody really has the kind of size that they have. I don't think there's anybody at the 1A or even maybe 2A level that has as much size as them. Little River's obviously probably the best team in the state at the small school level. Maybe they have as much height, but any team in this tournament, it'll be interesting to see how anybody competes with the Hanover team, as here come the Huskies. Sides goes inside. Left-hand hook shot layup won't go, but right place, right time, Colton Bailey. 17 points for him. And down the floor here. But Demler looks like he's okay. He's limping a little bit. He's going to walk himself off the court, but a little bit of holding their breath on the sideline is the Wildcats. He's been a really good player for them today with 11 points.
Yeah, he's a guy they're going to need going into this championship game, a guy who handles the ball a lot, gets everybody involved. Him and Emmett Juneman really take on that bulk job of getting everybody involved in handling the rock, so they'll definitely need him tomorrow.
And, as much as we've been talking about Hanover, give so much credit to Northern Valley. What a fight they put up. It could have been so easy to, after going down 25-7 in that first quarter, to just, throw the towel in. But this is the Northern Valley. it would have been easy for them to throw the towel in after an 0-7 start. This is a young team with not a whole lot of seniors. They're going to get Bailey Sides back next year. Eric Aloy has been really good. And then they've seen good bench performances from Jeremiah Hansen and Colton Bailey. I mean, this is a team in Northern Valley that we could very well see back in the tournament next season.
No, I think you will see them back here next season. I have, just for watching, this is my first time seeing both of these teams play. But for Northern Valley, they have a lot of my respect, so much of my respect, because they've come out here and they've competed. And I think if it wouldn't have been for that beginning spurt in the game where they just come out kind of slow, they were down 11-0, I think, off the rip, then I think they really could have competed and possibly won this game. You can tell they love to play together. They're a great shooting team. I think that they just had an off day. You can tell they shoot the ball really well. But these guys, they come out here and compete so hard, and you can tell why they're as tough a team as they are. They started 0-7, like we said, and then won 14 out of 16. You know, no average team does that. This is a really good basketball team, and they're fun to watch.
Yeah, and it's tough because of COVID. We won't see a third-place game tomorrow because I would have really loved to watch this Northern Valley team again.
Absolutely.
Against a team that isn't like Hanover, that is so extremely talented. I mean, this is a fun Northern Valley team to watch is going in. Oh, my goodness, what a finish by Emmett Juneman. Man, he has been so good today, and he's just, I mean, really, we were saying letting the game come to him really well.
Yeah, with only a minute and 20 left, looks like it's time for showtime for Emmett Juneman. He's just out here having fun.
As Coach Jensen telling him to slow it down. As they slow it down, it'll be a little bit of a time for us to talk about our player of the game, brought to you by Academy Sports. As well as Juneman has played, it'll be a 5-second call here for him. But as well as Juneman has played, the Wildcats would not be where they are right now if it wasn't for Blake Heenick. And he had just 24 points. He had 18 in the first half, kind of a quiet second half for him. But they would not be in this situation right now if not for a dominant first half from Blake Heenick.
Yeah, Blake Heenick was what really got them the lead in the first place as Northern Valley misses a three. He was so dominant in that first half, and nobody really had an answer for him. And, you know, Hanover just continued to go to him over and over again because that's where the easiest buckets were. They could go down low, and he was getting easy buckets. And if he missed, he was getting his rebound, and he was scoring the next time or getting to the free throw line. So very well deserved. Blake Heenick had a monster game today.
So Blake Heenick, our Academy Sports Player of the Game, as both coaches getting some of their subs in. Round of applause all around the gym for these seniors. What a season by Northern Valley. Respect to Theron Cox, and as well as Clay Preston, who just checks in. The two lone seniors for Northern Valley, like we were saying, they will be back next season. This is a team that down the stretch went 14-3. Wins over St. Francis, Logan Palco, and Wheatland Grinnell, all ranked in the top 10. 6-5 against KBCA ranked teams. This Northern Valley team, they're going to be back next year for sure.
No, they will be back, and like I said, they'll be back and they'll be back.
Oh, hit him. Get the seniors points. Oh, man. Clay Preston, a senior coming off the bench, hasn't played up to this point. But in his last game, you kind of want to see a guy like him get his first points of the night.
Sure.
Maybe be able to get him that nice little story to tell your kids down the road. You know, I scored in my last game. I was in the state tournament against the #1 team in the state. There's a layup and a foul here as Patrick Cook will go to the line, the freshman, off the bench for the Wildcats as they lead 83-58 with 15 seconds left in this one.
This has been a really, you look at the score and you might not think it's been like a great game, but no, this has been a really good game. Don't let the score fool you. Hanover came in here as the 1 seed, and you know they did what they were supposed to do in their minds. But Northern Valley, they came here, they competed, they did not give up. It just looked like they were a little bit uncomfortable in the first part of the game, but once they got comfortable beating that press, knocking shots down, no, they were doing their thing, and they will be back next year. Best of luck to them going forward next year.
Three-pointer on the way from the senior. Almost got the bank shot to go. 3 seconds left. Now one. Northern Valley season is going to end at 14-10. Hanover will move to the state title game tomorrow at 6 p.m. at 22-1. Give credit to the Wildcats and Northern Valley. What a season for them. It could have been so much easier just to throw in the towel at 0-7. They didn't do that. They will be rewarded with a tied for third place medal as Northern Valley season ends. Hanover playing tomorrow night at 6 p.m. We'll be back here quickly for postgame. You're watching the NFHS Network. Post-game here from Great Bend, Kansas on the NFHS Network as Hanover wins in the semifinals over Northern Valley. 85-58 is our final score. Great game from the Hanover Wildcats as they move on to tomorrow's game. It will be against the winner of tonight's matchup, Pawnee Heights and Elyria Christian. We will have that again on the NFHS Network at 7 p.m. Northern Valley, give credit to them, 0-7 to start the season, 14 of 16 wins down the stretch, fall just a little bit short of a state title game as they lose to Hanover, who will move on to tomorrow's game. Great game by Hanover. You want to talk about the game a little bit, Kobe?
Yeah, let's definitely talk about our Academy Sports Player of the game. Blake Heenick, he was absolutely dominant. We said his name a lot over the first quarter, the second quarter, because he just couldn't be stopped, and Northern Valley was doing everything that they could, and they had some guys getting foul trouble in Northern Valley, and they just had no answer for Blake Heenick, and he had 18 in the first half, was on pace for 36, and he had a very quiet second half. He had about 7, and Emmett Juneman really took over the bulk of the scoring in that second half. He was putting on a show, and it was just what a 1 seed should do. A team that's 22-1 now or 23-1 now should do, and against a team like Northern Valley. But give Northern Valley a lot of credit, though. You've said it multiple times, because they have so much of, I think, both of our respect, because they came out here and they played so hard and they did their thing. And if they just could have knocked down some more shots at the beginning of that game, turned it over a little bit less, I think this would have been a lot closer game and a lot more competitive game.
Well, Hanover, very balanced scoring game for them. We're going to go over some scoring leaders. For the Wildcats, they had 4 players in double figures. Jacob Juneman with 15, Keegan Dilmer with 11, Emmett Juneman with 22, and then Blake Heenick with 24, a game high for him. For the Northern Valley Huskies, Kenton Thalim had 7, Colton Bailey had 17 off the bench, Bailey Sides had 11, Eric Loya had 13, and then Jeremiah Hansen with 8. So Hanover moves on to tomorrow's state championship game back here in Great Bend on the NFHS Network at 6 p.m. We'll be back tonight here for Pawnee Heights and Elyria Christian at 7. For Chance Lebo, Kobe Campbell, that wraps up our coverage of Hanover and Northern Valley on the NFHS Network.